Oklahoma, we have with us this morning via satellite in L.A., Richard Crenna, an award-winning, Emmy Award-winning actor. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning, Ben. Good morning, Butch.
How you doing?
Just fine, thank you.
You look great, and we're excited about Sunday night. Sunday night on NBC, a miniseries called On the Wings of Eagles. It will start Sunday night and continue on through Monday night. Tell us about your role in On the Wings of Eagles.
Well, I'm very privileged to play a real-life character, H. Ross Perot. This is a true story, a very exciting story of the rescue of two American executives who are held prisoner in an Iranian jail in Tehran. 7 volunteers from the Electronic Data Systems Corporation form what has lovingly been called the Sunshine Boys, and they go into Tehran and make an attempt to rescue the 2 men. After all else has failed, the government has failed to give any kind of help. It was a time of impotence in terms of the fact that there was an interim government in Iran at that time. The Shah was on his way out. The Ayatollah Khomeini had not yet come in, and these men were being held for $13 million bail. So it was obviously a ransom attempt, and all kind of legal attempts to get the men out were found to be impossible. So this very exciting rescue was attempted.
Say, Richard, we saw you meet with Mr. Perot on the Today Show the other day.
Oh, yes.
What kind of person is he, and what kind of person is your character?
Well, he's a terrific man. I've become very fond of him after first admiring him. He is, you know, when you meet somebody of that kind of power, if you will, both financial and in the business world, you're a little apprehensive as to what you're going to get involved with. What kind of a guy is he going to be, you know? And yet he's the kind of a guy you'd belly up to the bar with in Oklahoma City and say, hey, can I buy you beer? He is one of the more approachable men I've ever met. He has that wonderful ability to make you feel as though you've known him for a very long time. He's rather small of stature, and yet the man fills the room, I'll tell you. He is really something.
You work with Burt Lancaster in this film. Did you enjoy working with Burt?
Well, it was terrific. I've known Burt for many years socially, and this is the first time we've ever worked together. As a matter of fact, we only last year had played in a golf tournament, a charity golf tournament together, and I'd had the opportunity at that time to tell him how much I admired the chances that he had taken as an actor. Here was a man who was at the top of his craft, a major star, playing heroic figures, and yet he did films like The Leopard and most recently Atlantic City. I mean, the kinds of films that were really challenges to an actor. He went way out on the end of a limb and sawed it off behind him. He took chances, and I admire that in an actor. It's something that I would hope to emulate in my career. It's something that I've attempted to do in the last few years, and I hope that I have the same kinds of opportunities that Burt's had, because it was great fun working with him.
You've had great success in television and also in films, and we're admirers of the Rambo pictures.
Oh, you bet.
We enjoyed those. We enjoyed those. And did you enjoy working with Stallone in those pictures?
Oh, yes, very much. Again, a kind of a legendary figure, if you will, Stallone. I was a great admirer of his Rocky films and of the other work he'd done, as a matter of fact. I've often seen criticism for some of the films that have taken him out of that kind of Rocky Rambo mold, and I think that's a kind of a bum rap, because I think the man has enormous talent. Working with him in Rambo was a little, I was a little apprehensive on the first film. I was kind of thrown into the film at the last minute. I'd replaced an actor, and I didn't know him that well. I got to know him very well in the second film, and we had a great time working together. I found the funny bone in Stallone, and we had a lot of fun together.
Well, now, God darn it, Luke, we just appreciate you joining us this morning.
Well, God darn it, I didn't know you was there, too. Nice to talk to you boys down in Oklahoma City.
Of course, you've had such, as we said, great success, the real McCoys, and it just goes on, and we wish you continued success, and we'll be watching for you Sunday night and Monday night on the Wings of Eagles. Richard Crenna, best of luck to you.
Thank you very much.
We'll be back right after this.